Hey everyone, Lauren here. Welcome to today's video blog. I am super excited to share this topic with you. This is one of my favorite things to talk about when it comes to love. How do we stay in love? Now this is kind of an interesting question, and one that a lot of people, it makes them uncomfortable. And that's because we find it hard here in America to talk about our relationships and be more open about them. And it's hard to, say how we feel about relationships and admit when we have problems. And it is okay to have problems in relationships. And one of the big issues that, a lot of people talk about, at least online, is, how do you stay in love? And, we go through these periods where we aren't head over heels about our partners, and that is normal. And I think what happens is a lot of people jump to the conclusion, oh my gosh, I don't love him or her anymore. That means we need to break up, or that means we need to get divorced. This is not my soulmate. Oh my God, ah! And they freak out. And, it's because of this ideal that we set about relationships. That's kind of a Disney princess thing that, you have to fall in love and you have to stay in love and you have to be completely infatuated with your partner for the rest of your life. And the thing is we're human, and, our focus shifts. We care sometimes more about our career. Sometimes we care more about our kids. We just get into different things during different periods of our lives, and our attention isn't fully focused on our relationship. And it is completely normal not to be 100% head over your heels about your partner. And, don't get me wrong, this isn't the same as, oh, I hate, my partner. That's not what we're talking about. If you have serious issues and you don't want to be with your partner, that's a whole different topic. But this is, just the day-to-day, oh, I'm not feeling super into the relationship right now. Again, totally normal. Love is purposeful. Love, falling in love, being in love is a very purposeful thing. And I think what happens is, when we first meet our partners, a lot of us fall in love. And, we say fall in love because it just happens. And, it does. Sometimes the chemistry just happens. You fall in love and everything's butterflies and rainbows and everything's perfect. And it just works out so naturally. But the thing is you're going to be, if you're with this person for a long amount of time, it's not all butterflies and rainbows all the time. And so you kind of have to actively make those butterflies and rainbows. And, that's why I'm saying it's more of an action, because we think that we fall in love, we think that it's just randomly supposed to happen, that we're not supposed to do anything about it. We're just supposed to sit back and all of a sudden we'll get struck by Cupid's arrow. No, that's not how it works. You have to kind of set the intention that, I'm going to be in love. And I know that probably just sounds crazy, but try it. And it works. Again, this is normal. You're not a bad person. It's not that you don't love your partner. It's just sometimes we forget to kind of get into that romantic zone. And the worst thing is that we freak out and we think, oh, I'm not supposed to be with this person. I need to get divorced. I need to, quit this relationship. And that's not always the case. Sometimes it is, sometimes there's things you just can't fix. So how can we get to this point? How can we kind of remember to fall in love every single day? Well, the first thing is it's a choice first. You just have to make the choice that I'm going to do this. I'm not going to be lazy about my relationship. I'm going to put in the effort to love this person. And it's as simple as that. You kind of set the intention that I'm going to do this. I'm committed to this. And here I go. The second thing I would say to do is don't beat yourself up. The more you beat yourself up and second guess yourself, the more you're pulling away from this ultimate goal of being in the moment, being committed, and falling in love. The more that you beat yourself up, the more you second guess yourself, the more you second guess the relationship. But if you just realize that this is a normal, everyday, everybody goes through this, then you'll be like, oh, okay, I got this. This is just one of those moments. I'm going to get back into it. It's all good. The third thing I would say to kind of remember to fall in love is to see your partner with new eyes. I think we get in the habit, when we're with somebody for a long time, we get used to them. We get used to our habits. We get used to our schedules. We know everything about them. But look at them with new eyes. Can you find out more things about them? The thing about seeing your partner from new eyes is not that you're trying to change them or, kind of morph your view of them. It's just reminding yourself why you like this person, why you love them. The point of seeing your partner with new eyes is more just about reminding yourself to love them for who they are now and not focus on the past and who they once were, or focus too much on the future and get concerned about, oh, they should be more like this and then I'll love them. It's again about becoming present, loving them for who they are now. The last way that I make sure that I'm constantly falling in love is I take care of myself. I take the time to hone myself as an individual. And I think that in new relationships, sometimes we forget to do this because we're just so infatuated with the other person. Totally normal. Or, we've been together for so long and we're so used to our routines that we forget to just be our own person. And this is a huge thing in relationships that some people really struggle with. You have to make sure you separate yourself. Are you still doing the things that you love? Are you taking care of yourself? I'll give you myself for an example. It's important to me that I work out and I don't let anything distract me from that. It's important that I get some alone time at the end of the night to read and to meditate because that's what fulfills me. And the more I do those things, the more I can better myself and bring a better version of me to the relationship, if that makes sense. And the more you're taking care of yourself, the more you're kind of getting time away from the relationship, the happier you are and the easier it is to fall in love. Leave your comments below or any other questions that you may have. Definitely like this video if you enjoyed it and share it with other people if you think they could get something out of it. Again, let's create this conversation. Let's be more open about relationships. It's okay to have relationship bumps. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean you need to break up with people. Everybody has them. The more we can chat with each other and share our stories, the more wisdom we'll gain from other people, the more ideas we'll come up with if we're ever stuck.